Before we begin, let us bring our hands together in veneration. The perfect teacher, perfect master, who the fountain of loving kindness and compassion, is the guide. He found the only escape route out of this sansaric journey. Let's worship, let's bring our hand together in veneration, our teacher, Supreme Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. How are you all today? Good? I'm really happy to see you all. Because, ladies and gentlemen, in this sansaric journey, this is not the first time that we meet. We all met before. We all together, we have done all these joyful moments. We enjoy a lot of things. We commit all the sins and all the good deeds and everything together. And that's why we all come together in this very room and this very moment. The people who are listening to these talks also, there's a very reason that you are listening to this talk right now. It's because of the merits that you have done. It's because of what you have done in the past. This is not the first time that we meet. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to these talks. But there are a lot of people, billions of people. They don't have time to listen to this kind of teachings. We know the value of these teachings. From our bottom of our hearts, we know the value of these teachings. Ladies and gentlemen, this is coming from 2,500 years ago, since 2,500 years, right? These are the wisdom that Buddha found. This is the wisdom that Buddha found, and throughout the lineage of great teachers, great elders, arihants, disseminate, transferred these teachings throughout this lineage of teachers. And we are so glad to hear that. We are so glad to understand. I'm so glad to understand this. I don't know how you feel, but I know that one day you will feel as like me. It's always, if you want to understand Dhamma, right? You have to associate the people who understood the Dhamma. You are not a person, ladies and gentlemen. A man is known by the company he keeps. Don't be misled. Bad company corrupts the good character. This is what Jesus said. Man is known by the company he keeps. You are not an individual, ladies and gentlemen. You are the part of the people. You are a product of the people who associate. This gentleman who came from India, right? You are here. Why? Think about your thinking patterns, your thought patterns. It started to change since you associate us. And you also, when we first met each other, right? I mean, when you come to this monastery, inside this monastery, and when you start associating these Kalyana Mitra, noble friends, right? Your attitudes, your perspectives, the way that you look into the world, the point of views, it changed. You are not the person who came to this monastery. You are not the person who started listen to these talks. Day by day, you have been improving, you have been changing your attitudes. The way you look into the world, you look at the world, the point of views. It's because of the association, ladies and gentlemen. That's why in one occasion, Lord Buddha said, Tasma hidirancha panyancha bahusutancha doreya silang watavanta mariyang tantadisang sa purisang sumedang bajeta nakkatta patangva chandima. He says that you have to associate the people who have this wisdom, courage, determination, who has this energy to practice this Dhamma, who has the understanding of this Dhamma. Like the moon who associates the sky. Because moon is associating the sky, right? Like the moon who associates the sky, you have to associate the people, individuals who understand, who practice, who dedicated their lives to practice this Sambuddhasasana. Why he is saying that? Because he is the father. He knew what was going on with this. That's why he said that you have to associate. You have to make sure associating these people who understood the Dhamma. If you associate the people who doesn't understand the Dhamma, you won't be able to understand. You won't be able to find this out, ladies and gentlemen. The other day I had a chance to help somebody who was my friend back in the days when I was lay. When I talked to that person, I started to experience that he has changed a lot. When he was associating me, he was going to temple and he was involved in all the meritorious deeds. But after we left, after we stopped associating these people, that friend, what had happened to him? Because of the bad company, now he is associating. Now he has changed completely upside down. He doesn't involve in good meritorious deeds, and he can't remember the day or a day that he last visited to a temple or associate Mahasangha. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very it's you have to think this. You have to understand this. This is not a joke. You are the one. You are not an individual who can control this. All the people who associate you defines your character. It's like a submerge effect. You know submerge effect? Right? Submerge means when you dip inside that environment, you become one like that environment. Isn't it? It's like, the imitation chains and rings, how they gold plate. They dip inside the acid bath, which has gold. Have you seen that in front of these jewelry shops? They are doing this gold plating. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something like that. You are a bunch of qualities. You are a bunch of attitudes. You are not a person. You are a bunch of qualities and attitudes you have taken from the people who associate. That's why they say like father, like son. Why they say like that? Like father, like son. Why they say like that? Chip from the old block. Why they say like that? It's because your father is the one who associates you mostly. That's why you receive all the characters that your father has. You are the your mother is the one who associate, right? You associate mostly since you were a child. That's why you receive that you are, that's why you have these qualities, your characteristics of your mother. If a baby child separate from the mother and father, and let's say for an experiment, right, if you put them into in between people, right, who involved in who commit in sins, and who doesn't let's say the gang of thieves, right, this child will become a thief. That's the nature. So you have to understand that if you don't know the Dhamma, if you don't know the reality, then you have to associate the people who understand the reality. That is the only way to come out of this trap, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I came to this rope. That's why you are here and I am here. That's why there's a difference between you and me. I have nothing in nothing I own, ladies and gentlemen, but I am really happy about the life that I spent. But you have many things, but you are not satisfied. You're wasting your human life for nothing. At the end of the day, you leave this world without taking a tuppence worth of thing, and you just go blind eyes, and that's it. That's why I'm really proud of the people that who inside this monastery and who practice this path. When I see, every day from morning to night, around the clock, I can see all the people, all the friends that I associate. They are Kalyanamita, they are noble friends, ladies and gentlemen. They dedicated their lives to total lives that they have spent with their life to this practice, this path. I hope one day you will receive this opportunity. It's your merit will give you. That's why in the last episode, week before last week, we have discussed that please do involve in the meritorious activities, involve in good deeds to receive this Dhamma. Isn't it? If you don't understand the Dhamma, what is the reason? If you don't understand the Dhamma, if you don't understand the reality of this world, what is the reason? Reason is you don't have merits. Involve in the merits. Inside our monastery, we have created that environment to earn merits and discuss the Dhamma. And we practice the path. Around the clock, we practice the path. That's the opportunity that we have. I hope you will receive this one day, ladies and gentlemen. That's why every night we do merit transfer to the whole the people who has helped us, who has supported us throughout this samsaric journey. Because I can see all the people as my mothers and fathers. You might be a mother, you might be a father, you might be a father for me in the previous lives. That's why you came here. That's why I told you at the beginning at this sermon that this is not the first time that we meet each other again. This is not the last time. If we don't practice the path, this is not the last time that we meet. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we will not come back again. I'm 100% sure. This life is the last life that we spend. We will leave this world. We are associating the great elders, great teachers, Dhamma. We practice this path. I know I wasn't a person like this, ladies and gentlemen. Those days I wanted to become a scientist. And now I know that if I went that path through that path, right, I will come back to this world again, right, to become a scientist. Do you think that this is the first time that I earn a PhD? Do you think that this is the first time that you guys are doing this job? No, ladies and gentlemen, one occasion in the Buddhist time, one man, he wanted to bury himself after he died, huh, in a place that nobody buried before. And Buddha said, when now the all the helpers, his friends, now he passed away, right? Now his friends, because this is his last will, right? What? Buried him a place that nobody else buried in that place before. So they have found a very deep jungle area that nobody buried in there, and now they are digging the pit to bury this dead body. And Buddha was going nearby, and Buddha has seen this scenario. You know what Buddha said? This is not the first time that he is buried with this name in this place, in this very place. This is the 13,000th time that he buried in the same place with the same name. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you think this is very dangerous? You climb this is like a snake and ladder game at 100 books, right? There's a huge snake that resets you to the zero, and you start this the game again. It's a never-ending story. This is the samsaric journey that you are enjoying. You think that you can enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, samsaric journey is not the thing to enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the thing to enjoy. Have you seen animals? Discovery? Have you seen Discovery? So when they shoot that, right, they are saying, oh, this lion is now hungry. Now he's trying to find his food. Now think about a situation that you are so hungry. You have a plate, like let's say your mom has given you a plate, right? Cook something and has given you plate, very delicious. This plate is running. See, think about this kind of situation. Now you are really, really hungry. This plate, you can't eat this plate because why? This plate is running here and there. What you will do? What you will do? You will run out of the plate, right? This plate is running here and there. Now you have to follow the plate to catch the plate and eat the food. Isn't it? Think about the lion's life. Don't you feel the same way? Do you feel that there's something to enjoy, that you can see that lion, see how this is the way that he find the food? Ladies and gentlemen, this is so dangerous. Imagine the mental vexation, the mental pressure, mental pain that lion experience. When he's hungry, he doesn't have a way to eat. He has to run first. I know you are running after eating. Because of what? You don't know how much to eat. Because you eat like a pig. And then after doctor saying, okay, doctor diagnosing, after the doctor diagnosed that you have cholesterol and diabetes and all these things, now you are running after you eat. But in the lion's case, he has to run before he eats. Isn't it? Do you think samsaric journey is so colorful? So that's very good place to enjoy. Have you seen corals? Corals? Have you seen that how speed their heart is beating? How speed that they are breathing? Don't you feel the don't you understand they are really afraid of things happening in the outside? That somebody will kill him? Not somebody, a snake, or there are predators, right? These animals, ladies and gentlemen, they don't live happy life. Don't think that birds are chirping and they are singing lovely songs each other. Shall I translate that chirpings? Hey, Did you see anything? No. Did you see anything? Now these two birds are looking after their kids. Hmm? Is there a snake? No. Is there a snake there? No, no, no. Okay, good, 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 good. Check the kids. Ah, yeah, yeah, they're there. Is there a snake again? Now what you hear is what? See, you see, this nice song. This is how you feel. I can't imagine, ladies and gentlemen, now the Discovery Channel or whatever the people who are who are watching this, they're recording this and they are showing and see how the beautiful the world is. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think that this is very beautiful, anything to enjoy there. You can see the how frightened they are, how afraid of the life. They want to live that life. I know what you mean. Okay, you won't become a bird, isn't it? After this life, there's no another life. You can think like that, ladies and gentlemen. But the truth is truth. It doesn't matter whether you think or not, whether you believe or not. Hmm? In your life, day to day life, don't you feel anger? Don't you feel frustration? Don't you do some nasty things to your parents, nasty things to your kid, the wife and husband, friends? Hmm? Actually, when you commit sin, you are an animal. You are not a human. You're not a human. You're not suitable for as a human being. You are an animal. But the thing is, because of this body is so rigid, it is made out of DNA. This body cannot change directly to an animal. Did you get my point? Right? Inside your mind, you're an animal. You're a dog. If you feel superiority complex, inferiority complex, inferiority complex. When you feel inferiority complex and superiority complex, right? When you feel that I'm superior than the rest, I'm big head. You're a dog. I mean, don't you see that the dogs? They act like they are the kings, right? The dogs. I'm talking about your pets. Bhagavad, Lord Buddha says, Manena makato adimanena kukkuro. Because of the superiority complex, people become either monkey, not the monk, okay? Either monkey or what? Or dog. Even for the person, let's say he's a monk and who commits in superiority complex, then what happened? He will be a monkey. That's why we practice the path. We don't want to become a monkey. The lay life, the life that we spent, definitely, if I pass away, during that life, I would have born as a what? Dog. If I have born as a dog, it's good actually. We know the mindset that we had. It's not pure. It's not honest. The scientist, like I worked as a scientist, we learn ethics, right? And they say that what you're doing for the betterment of the rest of humanity. Of course, that you're doing for the betterment of humanity. But the thing is, I'm doing not for the betterment of humanity because of I want to become a important person in the society. It's always not to the society. I was thinking about myself, and I know that everybody in this world, they are not thinking about the rest of the world. They think about their world, themselves. That's because of the ignorant mind. Even though you feel that you are thinking about the rest, right? But unless to understand the Buddha's Dhamma, right, you can't love unconditionally. Either you're taking one side of this world that you prefer. Do you understand this point? You're taking one side of the world. These are the sides that you prefer always. That's why you have different likings. Hmm? This is here to understand, ladies and gentlemen. I'm recalling all the sermons that I listened those days. This is how I started this journey. These are the wisdom that I received from my teacher. I'm sharing with you. This is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. One day you will become an animal if you don't practice this path. One day you will become, that's why even the Bible, they're talking about hell and heaven. Why? Why? If God is created this world, He would have created only heaven. Why He created hell? Ladies and gentlemen, because people who are committing sin, right? It's not because of the God they are going to hell. It's because of the sin that they are going to hell. This nature is perfect. The mother nature is perfect. There's no favor to somebody rather than the other. Mother nature treats everybody equally. But you might ask question, then how come some people are rich and some people are poor? Ladies and gentlemen, Mother Nature has treated equally. That's why they are rich and they are poor. Because people who doesn't give before, they didn't give before. If Mother Nature give wealth to that person, then Mother Nature is so, not perfect, right? There's no justice, right? We call it Dharmadikaran, the court of Dharma. Supreme Court of Dharma. It's not the Supreme Court in your country. This is the Supreme Court. Extra Supreme Court. The King of Courts. This is the Dharmadhikarana. King of Court. When you go in front of the Dharmadhikarana, when you go in front of the King of Courts, right? There's a lawyer. There's a lawyer? Oh, who is that? Judge. Yes, there's a judge. Who is that judge? King Yama. He will ask you, what did you do dear sir? I had a wife and I had my life and I had my kids and I looked after my kids and I looked after my life. Okay, no. Have you listened to them and have you understand the truth of this world? No, I didn't have time because I have to look after my kids. I have to look after my wife and I look after my parents. I did that, and now I don't have time to talk to you as well. I have to go back to see my kids. You will get excuse from the King Yama as well to look after your kids and look after your parents after you even pass away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the trap that you trapped in. Think about yourself. I'm not talking about your family. You're not actually receiving all the things that you are doing, right, together. Each and individual character receives what they have done in the past individually. It's not something shared. You can't share that. You can't share the sin or the meritorious activities that you receive. You can't share it. We say that we share it, but actually we can't share it. What we are doing is we are showing other people, okay, look at this and what? Rejoice that merits. These days, let's talk about this in the next sermon as well. The social media, what they are doing. Don't think that you are just sharing only the facts behind all these posts. What you're sharing? What? Or the sin, or the good deeds. You can make other people angry and you can make other people happy. Remember this. What you give is what you get. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Still, we didn't talk about the Buddha's Dhamma. This is elementary level. To reflect on this thoroughly again and again. Change your mindset. It's a must to understand this Dhamma. See you in the next episode of Detox Your Mind. May the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem be with you all.